Okay, so I already recorded like 10 minutes of me just talking here to explain a bunch of theories and stuff and what I was talking about during the rest of the demo portion of this game because it was really laggy, but my mic was apparently turned off. So, the rest of the demo is really, really laggy. I am still experimenting with this new recording software to actually be able to efficiently run the game and get it up to you guys. So if there are some laggy portions and random parts that seem to be cut really poorly and bad, it is because of that. There might be some portions that they might be left in, but I'll do my best to try and get them all out. But like I said, I'm still experimenting. There's still some things to fix. But on to the different things. So I'm recording this after I've finished the first two chapters. So I will try and explain the different stuff that's going to be put in this first video. I will explain it uh in a way that doesn't give out spoilers for any of the other chapters because I've only played the first two. And then afterwards, I'm going to crop that part out of this video that this is going in, the first part 1 of Little Nightmares 3. And then I'm going to then explain my full theory in depth based on my current knowledge with a couple spoilers that I've been spoiled on. And that will probably be in a separate video explaining my theory beforehand so that I have evidence that I didn't just look up what the ending was and what all my theories are. So, I have been spoiled on the chapters, the bosses for the first three chapters. The giant doll from Necropolis, the one that is in this video, the supervisor from the candy factory, the second chapter. I don't know the name of the third chapter, but I know what he looks like in the carnival. And the Institute, all I know about it is that I think it's the spot in the main menu. And based on the trailers, it looks like it's like the interior of a house. Okay, now on to the theory that I explained during the demo portion. I'm gonna try and speedrun this as fast as possible. Low is low is guess okay, so low is mentally insane. I'm just gonna put it out there. Low is what wakes up at the end of the demo. Okay, so I just want to clarify. All my information I'm stating here in this portion of the theory is based off the demo and pretty much only the demo, with a couple other trailers to support my reasoning. In the video I'm going to be releasing out as like a separate video with the spoilers, based on the different bosses that I've been spoiled on, I have a way to connect those with my theory to give a further strength to my argument because I feel like my theory is pretty solid. So, low is, guess you would say, has a mental instability. They wake up in what seems to be an insane asylum room based on the cushions on the walls. Uh, if any of this is wrong, by the way, I am just speaking off of memory because I don't have the game open because I'm currently editing. But if there's anything wrong, just let me know. But after we wake up in that room, Alone isn't there. It's just us. It's just Low. And so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the first three chapters, Necropolis, Candy Factory, and the Carnival, aren't real. They don't exist. Hate to break it to you, but and I have evidence for that with the Dreams on Paper trailer by Bandai Namco, the people who made Little Nightmares 3. They released a trailer called Dreams on Paper, and as the title says, Dreams on Paper, there is a drawing version of Low and Alone as they go through the first three chapters in like little animated drawings. It's pretty good. You should go check it out. But you want to know what chapter they don't go through in the drawings? The Institute. To be fair, they could be trying to still keep it secret at the time, but I think that it's because uh the Institute actually exists and isn't a quote unquote dream on paper. The Because what's funny is after those drawings conclude, it shows that Low and Alone were actually drawing them, and they get up and they're in the same room that we wake up at the end of the demo, the same room in the Institute, which leaves me to have reason to believe that the Institute is the actual reality, and those other places are just imaginary adventures that they go on. Now, on to Alone. She doesn't actually exist. She is a made up character that was created by Low to help him go through his mental troubles, maybe depression, I don't really know. But she is fake because of the fact that we wake up without her in at the end of the demo. Now, there is some other reasons, there's further reasons to support this, but this is so far what my theory is for this video. The video I'm going to upload separately is going to have everything. So I'm going to cut this off here and start talking about my full theory in depth. Okay, so if you're hearing this part, then it should be the separate video talking about all the spoilers that I have and how they connect to my theory. So, I'm going to keep the first portion of this in here so that you know what the actual theory is. I'm just going to piggyback off of that. So, the three bosses that are quote unquote fake uh actually have a reason, have a way to connect to the Institute real life world. So, all those bosses I think are connected to a different one of Low's fears. Low could be scared of a certain doll. There's a certain like doll that's like missing hair and seems to like stare into his soul, and he's scared of it. So he makes, in his imagination, he makes that a bad guy, an antagonist, and he makes it the Necropolis antagonist. So that could be where the giant baby comes from. And since it has the gaze, the Medusa type gaze, because it seems to stare into Low's soul when he looks at it. Second one, the supervisor. I don't have a strong connection with this one on the fact that it's a person that turns into a spider pretty much. I think I've reason to believe that Low is scared of spiders. So that could be a reason why this supervisor was a spider boss. Uh I don't know what the fact that it's like a supervisor or an actual person connects to it. Maybe there was a person in the Institute or in Low's life that he was scared of that was a type of supervisor or someone like that. I don't know fully on that. But he could be scared of spiders, like the Sickly Sweet tabletop game video that Bandai Namco released. I haven't watched it fully, but both of the characters that are played in that tabletop game are really related to Low and Alone, and the person who's most related to Low has a fear of bugs. So it couldn't be too far off that Low is scared of spiders. Even though in the second chapter we have to use the fuse to go through those bugs, those aren't spiders though. So he might not be as scared of those as an actual spider. The third chapter. At the time of recording this, I haven't played the third chapter yet. I have only been spoiled on the boss. And that spoiler is what I'm going to connect with. The boss looks like a puppet, a wooden puppet. And maybe a person with that wooden puppet, like controlling the wooden puppet or something like that. I don't know yet. So this theory is still in the works, it's still being made. But the third chapter, it seems to be, like I said, a guy maybe and a wooden puppet. maybe there is something in the Institute or someone that uses a wooden puppet that scares Lo. All of this is revolving around fear, by the way. So Lo could be making an antagonist a guy with a wooden puppet for the carnival one as a sort of antagonist because he's scared of that wooden puppet. It's kind of the same deal with the doll in chapter 1, but all this theory is in making, and as I said before, that could be the reason why he made Alone as a fictional person in his imagination to cope and help him out through those fears as like a companion through his mental instability and like the different what's it called, like the different fears and stuff that he's going through in his own imagination. That's another reason why I think he has not the best mental stability, because of the fact that he's making himself endure that inside his own head. So that could be the reason why he's in a mental stability looking room. So this theory, like I said, is still in the works. I haven't played the third or fourth chapter yet at the time of this recording. I will probably wait to upload this until, actually no, because I want evidence that like I actually have this theory beforehand. And I'm gonna be completely honest, with the amount of times I've been like on the internet and stuff, sadly I have been what I think is spoiled on the ending of the game. I don't know yet, but all I'm going to say is based off of what I may or may not have been spoiled on for the ending. I don't know if it's true yet. Based on that, my theory seems to be correct. So take it with a grain of salt. Don't take my word for it. Like, don't take my exact words for it and stuff. But I will give you guys an update after I play the game on my different theories, or I might explain at the end of my fourth chapter video. And just a thought, if you guys want, like, after I play the four chapters separately, let me know if you want to like see it as a full video. If you want me to combine all of, like, the edited videos and stuff together into like one long video for, I guess, the dedicated viewers and stuff. But that's enough yapping from me. Uh, for the people watching the first part, that it'll cut to this. Enjoy the rest of the video. And for the people, it should cut now. For the people who are watching the separate video, hope you enjoy the mini theory I have, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.